Hi friends, as always I'm super excited to see you here. If you are meeting for the first time, I'm Shankar Pandey and this is the Dr. USP channel. I host videos on media, communication, statistics and research on this channel. To stay updated with the latest on this channel, I urge you to consider subscribing to the channel. Descriptive statistics is a very important part of any quantitative analysis. Let's find out more about descriptive statistics with SPSS in this video. There are 4 different measures possible in the Descriptives Analysis tab in SPSS. We can have a measure of central tendency like mean, median, mode, etc. We can have a measure of dispersion like standard deviation, variance, etc. We can have a measure of position like quartiles, percentiles, etc. We can also have measures of skewness and kurtosis. Let's find out more about all these. We begin by importing the data first. So for that we'll have to go to File, Import Data, and for example the data we are using today is in an Excel format. So we'll use an Excel here. So for today the file is Descriptive Statistics. So I'll just open it. There are all these defaults. I'll keep it as it is, the defaults. Okay. And this is what the file looks like in SPSS. As you can see, only the first variable here is a scale variable, which is age. The name of the variables are what SPSS has taken from Excel. But the important thing here is to remember about changing the measures here, because as we can see here, all the measures are by default taken as nominal, and we know that nominal is only for name, so we'll need to change it to scale. For example, how much time do you spend? This is the third column here. How much time do you spend on internet every day? This is also regarded as a nominal variable here, so we'll have to change it to scale. Similarly, online teaching, it will go to it will be a scale variable. So as you can see, the scale variables have this icon scale here at the variable level here. We now need to analyze for descriptive statistics. So analyze descriptive statistics, and we can see quite a few options here in descriptive statistics. There is frequencies, there is descriptives, there is explore, and there is also crosstabs and others. We'll generally be requiring the first 2. So let's begin with descriptive statistics frequencies first. So if I want to find out just the frequency of certain things happening, for example here in the second column, the variable is in which area do you reside, and there are 3 options. So as we can see, this is a nominal variable. So if you want to find out the frequency or how many people live in panchayat area, etc., then we just need to click on display frequency tables. So display frequency tables, okay, and this is what we get here. So in the municipal area there are 20 people who have said they reside in municipal area. In municipal corporation area 106, in panchayat area 50. So there are 178 people in total, and this is the percentage of the total. If we want to find out about other things, for that we'll have to again use the same thing, analyze descriptive statistics frequencies. And now let's take it back to let's use statistics. In statistics we can find out there are 4 regions here. So this is the region for central tendency, mean, median, mode, sum, etc. This is about dispersion, standard deviation, variance, standard error, etc. This is the area for the measure of position, quartiles, percentiles, etc. So say for example I want to find out about age, and I want to find out all these things about how much time do people spend on online classes. So I'll just click onto that, and I will click onto this arrow here. So these are the 2 variables for which I require the details. So statistics, we'll just say mean, median, standard deviation, variance, quartiles, percentiles, just give the number. And we also want skewness and kurtosis. That's all. So this is what we get. So it's telling me that the mean age is 37.84 and the median is 37. And we know if the mean and median are very close, then that means it's quite a normal population. How much time you spend on internet every day? The mean is 3.9 hours and the median is 3 hours. So this is not a normal distribution. The standard deviation for age is 8.513. So this suggests that there is a lot of variation in the age. The standard deviation for time spent on internet is also almost 3 hours. The age variable, as we could see earlier, is the skewness is not too much, but there is the time spent on internet every day is highly skewed. It has positive skewness. And this is kurtosis, it's minus 9.47 and this is 10. And this also tells me about the percentiles. From 25th percentile is 31, so there are 25% people who are less than 31 years. The median is 37 as we saw. The 75th percentile is 45, so 75% of the population or the people who responded to this survey are less than 45 years. And the 95th percentile is 52, so 95% of the sample here are below 52 years. Similarly for time spent on internet, 95% of the people spent 10 hours or less every day. Through the frequencies tab, we can also draw plots. So analyze descriptive statistics, frequencies, and we can see here charts. For example, I want to find out in a visual form how much time people spend on online classes every day. So I'll just select chart and I might choose one of those types. So I'm choosing bar charts here, and chart values are frequencies or percentages. So we'll go by frequencies. Continue. OK. And this is what I get. So this shows me that 5 hours per day is about 35 people. 3 hours per day is about 39. And there are few people who spend about 8 hours, 7 hours, etc. So we can get that in a visual form. We can get similar results for descriptive statistics using the second tab as well. So analyze descriptive statistics. Instead of frequencies, we can also use descriptives. So these are the two scale variables, and I want to find out the descriptives about that, about age and how much time people spend on internet every day. So we'll go for options and we'll just click on to the required ones. So we're clicking on mean, standard deviation, variance, range, minimum, maximum, standard error of mean, and whether we want to display it in a variable order or in an alphabetical order. So just continue. OK. And this is what we get in a quite a neat form. So it tells me that the total observation for age is 178, the range is 34, the minimum is 22, the maximum is 56, the mean is 37.84, which we saw earlier as well. The standard error is 0.638, the standard deviation is here, and we get the same for how much time you spend on internet every day. So mean, as we saw earlier, it's 3.9. This is the standard error and this is the standard deviation. So we can get descriptive statistics through these two means. Thanks for staying along, friends. As always, it was a delight having you here. I'll be back with another video very soon. Till then, have a great time.